Welcome back. You are watching Big Brother. Thank you, live audience. And it is all completely fabulous in here because we're about to see the first round of nominations from the Roundhouse. First up will be Dan and Chrissie. Now, Dan and Chrissie are clearly getting along with each other, and they are both clearly annoyed by one person in particular, Leah.
There's such good value. I've had so much fun interacting with you.
Yeah, you too. Yeah.
Don't make me use it. Don't make me use it.
I couldn't believe I could have so much fun.
I can't believe it either.
Look what you bloody made me do. Look what you bloody made me do. You made me use it.
I had to get away from Leah a bit.
Hey guys! Is that Vincent? Hey! When do you think you'll merge the houses?
I actually don't need to go to the toilet. I'm just in here to just get away from Leah for a minute.
It's hard.
Daniel.
Yeah.
Who do you nominate for eviction for 2 points and why?
For 2 points? I'm going to nominate Ben. So initially I thought he was really fun with his playful jiving, but I think it's gone too far. I think he's pushed it past the level where it makes the whole group uncomfortable. It feeds into the group dynamic. It's very uncomfortable, makes me feel uncomfortable. I feel almost like I want to intervene sometimes and say, look, you're just being disrespectful to people. It's gone too far. And I shouldn't have to feel like that, you know.
Who do you nominate for 1 point and why?
Leah. She still seeks too much from outside of the group, from outside of herself. And it started with her being just really wanting to know what's happening next door and being concerned about people that are outside of the house that are in her normal life, when really worrying about that and trying to find out the information is really not useful or helpful. But it's meaning that her mind isn't on what she's doing in here as well. She's a little decentralised.
And how does that affect your experience?
And yeah, I just feel when I'm communicating with her sometimes that she's not really there with me, or if she is, it's just a passing thing, and then she's...
That's criticism of her not talking about your experience. Tell me about your experience. Okay, well, a specific example then is when we're in a group and we're singing a song and she doesn't know the song, and instead of actually contributing and saying, okay, well, how about we sing this song that I know, she's just all critical that she's not part of the group and she's just not doing anything about it, and I find that very annoying. I feel annoyed, and I also feel like I have to work then harder to try and include her in the group when she doesn't even want to help me include her in the group, and so it makes me feel anxious. Chrissie, for 2 points, who do you nominate for eviction and why?
2 points for Leah, because talking to the other house in the garden is starting to annoy me, and also she's always she's keen on spending hours guessing what the next twist and turn is, and I just think that's futile.
Who do you nominate for 1 point and why?
1 point for Ben, because he makes me feel a bit edgy. Sometimes he snaps at people and scares me a little bit.
Hello.
Regina, who do you nominate for 2 points for eviction and why?
2 points I'll give to Leah because I don't like how she uses all the cooking oil to rub all over herself when we need the cooking oil to make bread and cook with.
Has that led to a shortage? Has that led to any bad experience by you?
No.
So what's your problem?
Well, I thought I didn't want to say what I said last week, the same thing. Being loud.
How about you tell me something that affects your experience of the house?
Can I say like what I said last week in being like how she's still loud and annoying.
Regina, you can say what you said last week, as long as that constitutes a good reason. I'd remind you, you can have a strike for not nominating well.
Yeah, or I'd like to say that I think Leah's still loud, and I think that it gets on. It's annoying.
Who do you nominate for 1 point and why?
Bloody oath. I've been thinking of to nominate 1 point to Dan because I think that he...
Are you nominating Dan for 1 point?
1 point.
And you are nominating, or you're thinking of nominating?
Yes, I am nominating Dan for 1 point because I think that he's not fun, like his jokes aren't funny anymore, getting a bit old, and I think that he's sort of not forming with the group.
Because of his jokes?
Oh no.
What is your reason?
I think that I don't want to say I think that him and, I don't want to put Chrissie in it, but him and Chrissie are forming this bond together, and that's separating from the group. And I'd like to see them to be with the whole group. Oh, I can't explain. I know what I mean, but I just can't explain it. I don't know how to put it.
It's not a surprise you're coming in to nominate.
Not a surprise?
No, you've had all week to think about it.
Yes. I'm finding it hard to think of things to nominate people for, because no one's, apart from Leah, who is the most annoying, no one's really done anything that really annoyed me that much.
Regina, I'm going to issue you a formal warning. If I have this problem next week, you will have a strike.
Yep.
I suggest you come and talk to me
Yep.
sometime during the week and be prepared for this.
Big brother, he's tough. He's tough. Now, you know how it works. You can get a warning or you can get a strike. And as far as Big Brother is concerned, you can get a strike for doing or not doing anything in the house, and 3 strikes, you're out of the house. So a warning is a big threat.
Vincent, who do you nominate for 2 points for eviction and why?
For 2 points, I'm going to give to Belinda. The first 4 days I was here, she was really nice, and then she went cold, and then we discussed it, and she acknowledged it. Then she was nice, then she went cold again. That whole thing makes me feel uneasy. So I'm not sure how that's going to play out.
Who do you nominate for 1 point for eviction and why?
For 1 point, as much as I love him, I'm going to have to give 1 point to Carlo. He left, during the week he left a message in the toilet, and he was proud of it, and it was disgusting, and he wanted the other people to see it, but I washed it so they wouldn't have to go through that disgustingness, and it made me feel disgusting.